Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new episode of F1 2013 career mode here on the channel. I hope you're all having a great day. Today we are headed to Monaco, fresh off of another Lewis Hamilton victory in the last episode in Spain. Just 14 points separate myself and him at the top two spots in the championship. Going into Monaco, an exciting one, difficulty passing. I've had rough qualifying history. Let's hopefully change that today. I'm not feeling very confident here in Monaco, but we'll wait and see how this one goes now as we're going to get underway down towards turn number 1 on the red striped tire. Use some curb deployment on the exit of this first turn. Of course, qualifying so important here in Monaco compared to any other circuit on the F1 calendar. Currently, the advantage towards Sebastian Vettel and certainly not myself, and this mistake right there, not what I wanted to do. Gonna try and make up a little bit of ground, but unfortunately a bit of a lockup now as well as I try to put the brakes to the rear. I'm trying to get to my D-pad on my wheel. There we go. But so far, not a great lap now as we're going to use all the curves on the exit and down this straightaway through the tunnel and see what we can do through the chicane and see if we can maybe close in a little bit once again on Seb. Brake just past the 100 marker, down the gears we go through the chicane. Overall, it wasn't too bad again, but it's definitely not going to be enough here to have a good lap. So very unfortunate in qualifying here now as we come through this third and final sector. Oh, not good. Give up some time. Ay. It is what it is. We're going to have some work to do here in the Grand Prix, but you know what? I don't mind that. It kind of makes it fun here now as that's a terrible final couple of corners as well. So not good in qualifying again. Way down the order, probably what, P12? Yep, P12 exactly where it is. Hamilton only manages third, but less than a tenth behind pole. We got some work to do. Let's get to it. Alright, well, here we go for, 20 laps of Monaco racing now as the lights are up and we are ready to get racing. 5 red lights. My engineer was telling me something, but I didn't hear a word he said, and we don't need to. It's a good start there. We're going to immediately swing to the right side of the track to cover off Maldonado as I'm going to maybe just be a little smart. What is going on? I just could not stop the sliding from the left front wheel there going into turn 1. We're alongside Maldonado as we head up the elevation. Oh my goodness, did you see those sparks flying? That looked absolutely flawless for a 2013 game. I'm into the back. Oh, Perez, bit of a knock there on the barrier. I don't have any damage, so we're okay now as I'm looking maybe up the inside. I'm really struggling with the brakes so far. I'm going to try and get them down to the rears again, and then we can kind of settle in. But currently P11, definitely, if we're going to have a rough race this season, this is the track I'm going to, circle on the calendar as that rough race. And not because of struggling to drive the track, but the difficulty passing is where my concern is here now as we head down towards this chicane. And yeah, I'm really struggling with braking here today so far, but we'll see how it goes as the race goes on. Oh, we got problems up here now. That was... who was up there? Jenson Button, it looked like. Perez's teammate causing a bit of a stack up, but we get it sorted out. He's going to leave himself vulnerable right here, and we're going to have to get creative on these overtakes here today. And creative is my middle name. So we continue on up into the points. Oh, we got... Hulkenberg drives into Jenson Button right there. I was going to say he's making a move, but it looked like he drove right into the back of him, or in the left rear, I should say. So it gets sorted out, but really spicy racing so far here in these opening laps. I'm starting to get into a bit of a groove there. Caught the cone, not what I want to do, but not a big deal. Not really close enough and comfortable enough right there to make a move on Hulkenberg, so we're going to have to stay put for now. But yeah, it's all about patience here in Monaco. Of course, DRS will be enabled, but as we know, DRS doesn't really do much here in Monaco. I've got a heck of a run up the hill. I mean, do I go for it? Oh, this is such a silly move. And you know what? It's gonna work. I run him way wide, but you know what? With how he raced Button right there, getting into him, I don't feel too bad. It looks like he got the short end of the stick, though, against maybe Perez. No, he stayed ahead of those guys, actually, so at least he didn't lose any ground there. But man, we are getting the elbows out, but we're not the only one. Everybody's been getting the elbows out here in Monaco. Lap 4 underway. It looks like Lewis Hamilton, based on the track map, settled in to second place. So having a decent run again, Hamilton is, as he has been so strong and really unbeatable pace he has had at times as well. I mean, we've had our moments where we are faster than him. If you guys watched the last episode, we were closing in on him in the late portions in Spain, but unfortunately I just burned my tires up and we lost so much grip at the end of that Grand Prix, and we just fell off and had to basically go into survival mode. Curious to see if we end up like that here. It doesn't seem like the tire wear is that high in Monaco, so I'm not really that concerned like I was in Spain, but it was a nice change of scenery to have tire wear become a really big thing for once. I am struggling a little bit here to run down Button, but we are getting there, like, slowly but surely. We might even get there this lap actually now, but yeah, it's just a slow crawl forward. Fastest sector 1 there, purple by about 10th there, but not really worried about the lap time right now, just worried about that track position and finding it. That's not the corner that of course you want to have, but overall the car drives good. Really like how it handles here in Monaco, but yeah, track position so important, and without a safety car we're definitely not going to be in the mix to win. And as you guys know, since we started with the F1 2012 series, we have still yet to see a safety car. Wow, what a terrible chicane for Button. We're going to be all over him on that front straightaway. We are close to Jensen, but not quite close enough. I'm going to try and make a move on the elevation. Up the hill we go in just a second. There we go. Okay, let's just use that curve deployment here. Not a, a traditional area to pass in Monaco, but it's an area that's kind of working, but I wasn't alongside, so I'm not going to be an idiot quite yet. We're not in idiot range slash desperation now, but you know what? Don't mind if I just poke my nose right here. Once again, just not confident enough. I could get those elbows out, but just didn't feel like that was going to work to my benefit. But my goodness, we're stuck here behind JB. We are boxing at the end of this lap, so hopefully we can see Button stay out. He's not staying out. Okay, let's just hope the team has a really good pit stop here and is able to beat him out. We're side by side in the pit lane there briefly now, but we're gonna head in here and take off these red stripes. We're gonna throw on the yellows. Let's see, do we beat Button out? I don't think we did. No, we didn't. We're gonna be right behind him, so we're gonna have to get really aggressive here as soon as possible, because we're already about halfway through this Grand Prix, just about, and we've only made a few passes in this Grand Prix. But nonetheless, we're back racing here, and a gap between myself and Jensen, so we're going to have to just spend this whole lap preparing him for a move on the next lap. I nearly just destroyed Jensen Button right there. I was trying to go into Rich and then be able to make an overtake, but nothing has quite worked here, but he's getting held up right now behind Grosjean, who's just exited, so this could be an opportunity right here maybe to catch him off guard. I'm going for it here up the inside to stick the nose in there and really just hope for the best. There we go, we make the move finally, so we had to get really aggressive for it, but we do it nonetheless. Let's go get Roman Grosjean, and if we got to get really aggressive on him, we will. We have closed in tremendously on Roman Grosjean here now. You guys know exactly where I'm going to shape up this move on him now. We're going to swing to the left side. We're going to drag race. Not a lot of room right there, but we get the job done. He's already clear. Thank you very much. Good heavens, that was some close quarters racing now. Up into P6 we go, as we're going to try and drive away now and see 4.5 seconds between myself and Felipe Massa in the Ferrari. So that's a very tall order in, what, 10 laps? So 9.5 laps? We gained a couple tenths here this lap, 4.3 seconds a gap between myself and Felipe Massa. I have to record my F1 23 career mode the same night, tonight's at Monaco as well. So I'm getting some good practice in now. Obviously, they drive completely different, 10 years apart those games are. So it's not going to translate the best, but it's still nice to have a little bit of Monaco practice under my belt. We really got through there well. Now look at the gap slashed down to 3.7 seconds between myself and Massa. So yeah, that time's coming down. The question is, do we have enough time? I would say if we keep it up, I'm gonna go with yes, we absolutely got time to get in there. If this isn't the fastest lap in the Grand Prix, I don't know what will be, because this was an absolute banger lap. There it is, fastest lap here in Monaco, and I'm gonna back that up with botching turn 1. 2.6 seconds between myself and Massa. Thank goodness we didn't just go head on into the barrier. We are closing quickly on Massa now, just under 2 seconds between himself and I. Of course, we got 5 laps to go. Once we cross the stripe this time, we have 2 extra laps to fill, so we're going to put it to Rich here momentarily, but not quite yet as we come through turn 1. That was such a slow first turn, but we are continuing to close the gap, and I'm curious to see if the leaders run down lap traffic based off what I'm seeing on that track map. I don't think that would really change anything at the end of the day, but it would be kind of interesting to see how that could play a role. We actually have a lap car up here. It looks like it's one of the Marussias. I don't know if that's, oh my goodness, it's Joel Bianchi. That nearly just caused absolute mayhem there. I don't know if Massa's got damaged or not. If he doesn't, I'm amazed, because that was a heck of a hit. With the Ferrari, I'm nearly into the back of him. Goodness gracious, always hitting barriers there. That wasn't me. I never touched him now, but nonetheless, goodness gracious, things have kicked off again. This has been a heck of a race here in Monaco, and now we are all over the back of him, of course, as we head down towards turn 1, trying to just zoom through here, set myself up well, and see if we can get enough of a run to make a move on Felipe Massa. Now, through the elevation, he's going to cover it off pretty well, so we're going to set him up not for this corner, but the next corner right here, getting the power down. Here we go, slipping up the inside, and, oh, I locked up. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Yep, that's a good penalty. That's a fantastic penalty. That might be the worst moment of my career right there. 20 seconds. Oh, what have I done? Oh, I am so sorry, Felipe Massa. Oh, Felipe was finally having a competitive Grand Prix. Not anymore. I'm quickly trying to dissect the track map here and like what's within 20 seconds of me. We might still get points. Grosjean's obviously going to beat us, and I'm just looking okay, we're 5th, so 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. Oh, we might drop down to about 12th place or so. It's going to be interesting. I don't know what the gap is. I'm trying to just count it out in my head. It's gonna be close, but we might still get points here. Obviously, we are gonna have really good pace in these final laps. I can't believe I did that error, though. I mean, I sent it, and I just simply locked up the brakes and cleaned Felipe Massa right out. We have just one lap to go here in Monaco. Thank goodness Formula 1 drivers don't really fight. Otherwise, I think Felipe Massa would be hunting me down after this Grand Prix, to say the least now. But yeah, a huge error on my part there. I mean, nothing else to it. I screwed up there. 20-second time penalty, absolutely justified. I did huge damage, of course, to Felipe Massa's car. And hold on, Pick might do the same thing to me here. He's up my inside. Or sorry, Peak. It's Charles Peak as he runs into the side of me, actually, there. But we continue on, getting past him and his blue flags. And yeah, interesting Grand Prix. It would be nice to come home with P5, but I really don't know what it's going to be. It might be 10th or 11th is kind of what I'm thinking, is 10th or 11th. But we'll wait and see here as we get through these final few corners. Sebastian Vettel wins, finally. I think that's his first win since we started the career mode in F1 2012, so we'll take it. Obviously, you guys know Sebastian Vettel, my all-time favorite driver in Formula 1. We exit the final corner, bring it home. What's it gonna be? So we cross the stripe. Why is it saying P6 now? I don't even know. Let's just wait and see what it's gonna be. P10. So we do get 1 point out of it, honestly. Better than no points. I'll take it. A very deserved penalty, like I said. Can't even argue it. And we see, of course, the finishing order on the screen. It's Vettel, Hamilton, Alonso, your podium. How much did we, okay, so we got 11th very comfortably. The rest of it wasn't even close. So we'll take it. Nonetheless, what a Grand Prix here in Monaco. Here we have a look at the point standings. Obviously, when you only get 1 point and Hamilton comes home P2, you see the difference. 31 points now between himself and I. Vettel there, 37 points back with a big gain after the victory, as Alonso Weber there, 4th and 5th. Massa, could have had some points today, but obviously none for him. As our gap to Red Bull in the Constructors now 74 points. So obviously brought down a little bit as Ferrari is back by 128. That's going to wrap it up for us. I believe it might be my home Grand Prix in Canada next, if I remember correctly, after Monaco back in 2013. So, yeah, that'll wrap it up for me. If you guys enjoyed, you know what to do, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, everybody.